Hey guys, it's Will Hepburn Photography. Today I actually wanted to go over how I would get rid of any kind of stray hairs, any kind of unwanted hairs in your photos. So what we want to do is we actually want to go over here, right next to our little rectangular box, and this is the spot removal tool. You want to make sure that it is actually on heal, and you can adjust the size of it, but make sure the feather's about 10 and your opacity is around 100. And what we'll do is we're actually going to zoom in, and I'm actually going to get rid of this little before and after because we're actually going to revisit that. Let me see, hit done. Okay, so we are going to zoom in. We're going to get our tool ready, and actually let's just adjust the size real quick. So whenever you have your spot removal brush, if you remember from previous tutorials, I actually showed you guys how to do the little removal. You can remove all these little blemishes, little unwanted areas of the skin. But today I'm actually going to show you guys how to remove the stray hairs. So in your image, if you have a situation where, say, you've got hair on the face, or maybe you have these little flyaway hairs that are on the side, like right over here, it's super simple to get rid of. All you want to do is basically just go right over the top of the hair, and you're going to be getting rid of them. It's really simple to use, and you'll begin to see all these hairs disappearing. And like I've said before, you actually want to just make sure you're doing very small increments. You don't really want to do anything heavy duty, because the goal is to try to get the little hairs to match up with the skin around it. And then once it matches up around the skin near the hair, you're going to be able to see a lot of those things just removed, which is going to be exactly what we're looking for. So let's move this back, try to find a area that blends in a lot better with the skin, because we're really trying to work hard to make these little areas flawless with the hairs. And then while you're at it, you can just work on actually removing these little spots on the skin that really aren't going to be very flattering to your model or to whoever you may be photographing. I know I've had plenty of situations where I've done wedding work, or I've done like family portraits, for example, and you just have different things pop up that are kind of out of your control. Maybe the wind blows, and especially with the females having long hair, it's super simple to have the hair fly up in their face. But luckily, I mean, with editing, you're not gonna have to worry about it ruining too many shots for you if you know how to use this tool pretty professionally. Let me see if that. Let me bring it a little bit closer just to see if we can get it to blend in a little bit better. So you can see right here that we're making a lot of progress. We're making a huge difference in all these little hairs. and sometimes you're going to have scenarios where you've got to go over it a couple times just to make sure it's completely gone. But for the most part, you go over it once, and typically that's really all you need, is just to go over it one time, and it'll get rid of it for you. So let's see if we can go over here. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of change gears a little bit with the size of the brush. We're going to go over here. Actually, I may just zoom it in a little bit closer. And what we're going to do is we're actually just going to drag it down here. We're just going to get this hair that seems to be kind of wanting to hang out right around the nostril area. And we're just going to kind of take it in little increments, not syncrements. That doesn't really make sense. But yeah, if you just take it in small increments and just make sure that you're covering everything that you need to, this tool just is a huge lifesaver. I can't tell you how many times I've taken an image that I've really liked, and it's had a hair in the wrong spot that you wish wasn't in that area. And but I mean, it's really easy to fix this issue, and granted, editing can't fix everything, but you can make some crazy adjustments between Lightroom and Photoshop. You can do some incredible work. Alright. And I think we're almost done. We still have quite a bit of work to do, but we're getting a lot closer to where we want to be. Let me see if I could find a good spot for all this to be able to match up. This probably is going to be a situation where I actually need to hit the delete and make that vanish. But if you kind of want to take it in little bite-sized pieces, that's probably the best way to go about it in certain situations. You can see how much better that worked. So you can't even tell there's a hair there. And this is the rest of the area that we had removed. Let me try one more thing before we do the big reveal and see the before and after from the images. Alright. So let's zoom out. Let's do the little before and after. You have to excuse the dogs, they're barking in the background. Let's actually bring down the highlights just a little bit. Make it not quite so bright. But you can see the huge difference that tool makes. You can see how we got rid of all these little hairs that were hanging out around here. That long hair right here that was hanging out around the nose. See a few areas we can kind of clean up, like right around here. And then, you'll see kind of lines and hairs. But just to kind of give you guys a basic understanding of how you can use this little tool, you can really make a huge difference in your images. One more thing I'm actually going to show you guys before we leave. It's going to show you all how to take out these little flyaway hairs. And all you do is you just adjust the size using the same tool, the little spot removal tool. Just go over the hair. It's going to match it up. Then you're going to hit done, and it's completely disappeared on you. So, really simple, really easy to do, really makes a huge difference once you look at the before and after images. I mean, it's really amazing what you can do with Lightroom and Photoshop. So anyways, guys, I just want to thank y'all for coming by my channel. Please hit like, share, subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments about this video, as well as my other videos that I've posted. Uh, like I've said before, I'm here to be able to teach you guys techniques that I know and little tips and tricks regarding editing and shooting and lighting, and any way I can help you guys, I'm here to help y'all out. So anyway, I hope that you guys have a great evening. Also wanted to remind you guys to come check me out on Instagram, Facebook, my website. It's all Will Hepburn Photography, and then also it's willhepburnphotography.com for my website. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your weekend, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Thanks.